Holcomb Bridge, located in suburban Atlanta, Title I school. 15% of our students are English as a second language. 10% of our students fall in special education. The most diverse school in Fulton County, which creates a lot of challenges because you've got a real mixture of kids, both ability levels, where they're coming from. We've got students that are way behind. And oftentimes, as good as our teachers are, there's only so much you can accomplish in 50 minutes, especially when what's driving you is this on grade level kind of standards.
If you ask any teacher, if you had superpowers, what could you do? They would say, I would like to clone myself so I could sit with every single kid. And this kind of allows you to do that.
FEV is pretty much like the epitome of personalized learning for me. When I have 25 kids in a classroom and they all need help with something, it's like having 25 teachers.
We needed something else to come in and really dive in with students to start to fill in this foundation, to fix the cracks and create more confident kids so that they could be better in their regular class. You know, they're middle schoolers. Oftentimes they come to us with a very fixed mindset already. I'm not a math kid. I'm not good at this. You know, and that's the mindset they come into class with. And a lot of it's because they haven't been successful. So part of it is just creating success. You can do this.
One student that I have, she basically wasn't as confident in math when it came to certain content, especially like fractions. Her first sessions was just working on fractions and breaking down what a fraction was and applying fractions. And so now in her 8th grade class, they're doing slope, and she's able to say, okay, I can do slope now because I understand fractions, and I'm able to not be scared when I see a fraction in a word problem. So I really think if she didn't have that one-on-one time of just breaking down something that was kind of scary to her, she wouldn't be able to succeed now in her current class and have the confidence to at least try the work.
I was not passing my math class before, so now that I was going on tutoring and somebody was helping me, I am now passing math.
Before, I felt like really low about math. When we have the tutoring sessions and then I have my math class, I do feel more confident.
Last year, we were looking at how can we target kids who are below grade level. How can we fill in gaps for them to make them be more successful with their on grade level content? And so we went ahead and we targeted 20 students who were bubble kids. So kids that did not pass our state testing, but they were very close to meeting those standards. And we got really great results from them. They felt more confident in class. They worked on grade level standards and below grade level standards to kind of fill in gaps, but also keep them progressing on grade level. And we saw improvements with those kids on how they performed on the state testing, and then also how they performed just in class in general.
You know, I think 70% of them, you know, outperform typical growth. You know, and the only change really for those 20 students in those 12 weeks was this support through FEV.
They're able to just log in, and once I get them started, I'm allowed to do small groups with different students and have even more time with my students one-on-one. So it's making it where that individualization for my class is super, super easy, and it's a weekly thing now and not just every time I get a chance. It's a part of my class. Every 3 days when we have tutoring, I'm doing individualized learning for the whole class.
My class teacher, she's usually walking around, not like focused on one student. And my tutor, they get to help me and only me. So that's why I like having a tutor.
You get to talk to a person, and you just don't, they help you, and you don't have to do everything by yourself.
What I like about FEV Tutor is that it's pretty much like the tutors are pretty much like in place of having a study guide for a test. Like, they'll help you through all of the work problems.
I've been teaching this class, or a class like this, for 4 years now, and this is the first time where I'm not stressed out about a student getting what they need, and I feel like FEV allowed that to happen. Without FEV, I feel like I won't be able to reach my students on everything. I've just been able to reach little points that I know that everyone needs, but FEV really helps allow me to make sure my kids get individualized learning every time, every week. And so now I feel like growth-wise, I'm being a lot more successful in making sure my kids hit their goals that they need to hit every time. So it takes the stress off of me.